happened? What's wrong, baby?
Ma'am, open the door right now, or I swear you will regret it. The voice cut through the evening like a blade. Lena slammed her shoulder into the gate, hands shaking, lungs burning. She did not dare look back. She only knew the steps ahead and the danger behind. When the porch light of the small house next door hit her face, she burst out the words that were tearing her apart. "Ma'am, please help me, he is coming. If he finds me, I am finished." Mrs. Eleanor Hayes stood on that porch with a basket of clean towels, the smell of soap still on her fingers. She had seen fear before, but this was not the quick kind that passes. This was the heavy kind that lives in the body. Lena was soaked with sweat, eyes wide, lips pale. Eleanor felt a cold knot twist in her chest. She told Lena to come inside, and she said it like a promise, like a door that would not close on her. In the kitchen, the air was cool and calm. The table was old wood, smooth from years of use. Eleanor set a glass of water in front of Lena. Lena drank like someone who had been holding her breath for months. Then she spoke, fast, broken, desperate. "He knows I went in that room. He said if I ever tried again, he would make sure nobody believes me." She pointed with shaking fingers toward the estate next door. "That man is not what people think." Lena had come to that house because she had no other choice. She was the oldest child, the one who learned to carry weight early. Her mother cleaned offices at night, came home with tired eyes and bleach on her hands. When her mother got sick, Lena became the wall holding the family up. She took jobs that hurt her back and stole her sleep. Still, the bills climbed higher. So when the grand estate offered good pay and a room of her own, Lena told herself it was a door to safety. At first, it looked like a dream made of marble and silence. Floors shined so bright they showed her face like a mirror. Chandeliers hung like frozen stars. Every room smelled of expensive polish. Mr. Grant greeted her with a smooth smile, the kind that made guests relax. People called him generous. People called him a pillar. But his eyes stayed cold, even when his mouth was warm. There was a locked door at the end of the west hallway. Everybody said stay away. Storage, private, none of your business. But Lena saw Mr. Grant slip into that room at strange hours. She smelled something sharp under the door, like medicine and metal. She heard low voices there once, urgent and secret. And she noticed Thomas, Mr. Grant's assistant, always watching her, always smiling too close, asking about her family, her money, her fears. His kindness felt like a net. The day everything changed, Lena overheard a phone call. She was dusting the office when Mr. Grant's voice came through the half-open door. "I told you not to put it in my name. If this comes back to me, I am done. She does not know. She cannot know." A pause, then another line that turned her blood cold. "She is the Maid. People see what they want to see. We keep it that way." That night, Lena lay in her small room staring at the ceiling, the house around her suddenly feeling like a trap. She thought of her mother's weak cough, her brother's worn shoes. She thought of how easy it would be for someone like Mr. Grant to erase someone like her. Still, the locked room pulled at her mind like a warning bell. So the next day, when the estate emptied out, she went down the West Hall, found the key where they carelessly left it, and stepped into the room. It was colder inside than anywhere else. Cabinets lined the wall. A desk sat under a lamp, covered with neat folders. One was open. On top was a photo of Lena, taken when she did not know anyone was watching. Under it were notes, dates, amounts, and a line that made her knees go weak. Family debt confirmed. Leverage stable. She was not hired because she was skilled. She was hired because she was cornered. A click sounded behind her. Thomas stood in the doorway with his friendly mask on. "You're not supposed to be here." His voice was low and flat. She tried to explain, but he stepped in and closed the door. "This room needs silence." When she asked why her name was on those papers, he shrugged. "Some people are useful when they do not ask questions." Then he caught her wrist and leaned in with quiet menace. Do not run. You know what happens to people who run. Lena tore free and ran anyway, heart screaming, feet flying. Now, in Eleanor's kitchen, the story ended in shaking breaths. Outside, a car door shut. Steps crossed gravel. Lena flinched. That is him. He followed me. He always follows. Eleanor stood up. Her calm was sharper than fear. She told Lena to breathe and stay behind her. Then she picked up her phone and called her brother, a detective she had trusted for years. Her voice did not shake. She did not beg. She simply said, "There is a young woman here in danger and I need you now." A knock hit the front door. Eleanor opened it partway and blocked the entrance with her body. Thomas stood there like he owned the night. "Good evening, ma'am. I am here for Lena." She left. Her post. Eleanor looked him in the eye. "She is not leaving with you." His smile tightened. "You do not understand." Eleanor answered in a voice so steady it felt like stone. "I understand that you think silence means you can do anything. You are wrong." For a second, Thomas froze. He had not expected resistance from a quiet porch. He leaned forward, trying to push his power into the space. "If you interfere, this will get unpleasant." Eleanor did not blink. "What is unpleasant is what you have been doing in that house." Some men confuse silence for weakness. They always learn too late, got 2 patrol cars rolled to the curb. No drama, no noise, just authority arriving like daylight. Eleanor's brother stepped out, eyes sharp, voice calm. "Thomas Reed, we need to talk." Thomas tried to laugh it off, but his jaw tightened. He took a step back. The detective did not. "We will sort this out at the station, and we will be looking." Into that locked room, Lena stepped into view behind Eleanor. She did not hide. She did not fold. She stood there with tear tracks on her face and steel in her spine. Thomas looked at her like she was still small. "You think anyone will care what you say?" Lena spoke softly, and the softness was power. "I do not need everyone. I need the truth." As they led Thomas to the car, neighbors began to appear on porches and sidewalks, quiet faces watching. No one shouted. No one clapped, but heads lifted, eyes hardened. A woman placed a hand over her heart. An older man nodded once to Lena, like he had been waiting years to do it. The silence turned into respect. Later, wrapped in a blanket at Eleanor's table, Lena felt something new spreading through her chest. Not safety from a paycheck or a roof, but safety from being seen. Eleanor poured her tea and said a line that Lena would carry for life. "Your life is not a secret someone else gets to lock away. Dignity is not loud. It is firm." The road ahead would not be easy. There would be questions and papers and long nights. But the power had shifted. Lena had run toward truth, not away from life, and someone had met her there. If this story touched you, tell us where you are watching from and what part hit you the hardest. Share your thoughts below. And subscribe for more stories that honor quiet courage and the strength people hide just to survive.